Welcome to USA War Stories, honoring our real American military heroes.
Behind the flag are the stories.
March 23, 2003, just days into the Iraq War. A U.S. Army maintenance convoy from the 507th Maintenance Company takes a wrong turn near the city of Nasiriyah. Suddenly, gunfire erupts. Iraqi forces ambush the vehicles. Chaos follows. Amid the confusion, several soldiers are killed, wounded, or taken prisoner, including 19-year-old Private First Class Jessica Lynch. In the aftermath of the ambush, Jessica Lynch is found unconscious and severely injured. Iraqi forces take her captive and transport her to Saddam Hospital in Nasiriyah. With broken bones and internal injuries, she's placed under armed guard. Lynch becomes one of the first American POWs of the Iraq War, sparking growing concern back home and within military command. News spreads rapidly. An American soldier has been captured. Across the U.S., media coverage intensifies. Jessica Lynch's name makes headlines, becoming a symbol of vulnerability and courage. Meanwhile, military intelligence begins tracking her possible location. The Pentagon starts planning a high-risk rescue operation deep in hostile territory. Behind enemy lines, U.S. Special Operations receives a breakthrough. Iraqi civilians, risking their lives, tip off Marines about an American POW held at Saddam Hospital. These locals, angered by Saddam's regime, provide maps, building layouts, and guard schedules. Vital intel that confirms Jessica Lynch's exact location. Inside a dimly lit command center, Delta Force and Navy SEALs finalize a daring plan, Operation Red Dawn. The mission: infiltrate Saddam Hospital under the cover of night and extract Jessica Lynch alive. Every detail is analyzed: entry points, enemy positions, and hospital layout. Failure is not an option. April 1st, 2003. Under the cover of darkness, a convoy of Black Hawk helicopters and armored vehicles roars toward Nasiriyah. Delta Force operators, Navy SEALs, and U.S. Marines are on board. The hospital is surrounded quickly. Using night vision goggles, the Special Operations team silently breaches the hospital's perimeter. Inside, every hallway is a potential ambush. The team clears room by room, weapons drawn, nerves on edge. Iraqi soldiers and Fedayeen loyalists attempt to resist, but are swiftly neutralized. Explosions light up the night as U.S. forces engage in brief but intense firefights outside the building to create a diversion. The soldiers push forward with one goal: find Jessica Lynch before it's too late. As the team sweeps through the hospital corridors, they reach a small, dimly lit room. There, lying on a metal-framed bed, is Jessica Lynch. Disoriented and in pain, she blinks at the sight of American soldiers. "We're here to take you home," one whispers. The room is secured, and medics move in instantly. With Jessica Lynch stabilized and secured, the rescue team signals for immediate extraction. But danger still looms outside. Sporadic gunfire echoes through the streets of Nasiriyah as enemy fighters attempt to engage U.S. forces holding the perimeter. Inside, the team braces for a fast but risky exit. Medics carry Lynch on a stretcher through narrow corridors, every second critical. At the hospital entrance, armored vehicles and helicopters provide cover fire. A Black Hawk hovers low, its rotors kicking up dust and debris as the team loads Lynch on board. Despite the chaos, the mission remains tightly coordinated. The helicopter lifts off, disappearing into the night sky. Jessica Lynch, broken but alive, is finally free. Operation success: 0 U.S. casualties, and 1 American POW rescued from the heart of enemy territory. As the Black Hawk speeds through the night sky, Jessica Lynch receives emergency treatment mid-flight. Her condition is critical but stable. The team remains alert, scanning the horizon for threats. Within hours, they cross into friendly airspace. Touchdown in Kuwait brings relief. Jessica is safe, and the team is welcomed as heroes. Once safely in Kuwait, Jessica Lynch is rushed to a military hospital. Surgeons work around the clock to treat multiple injuries, broken ribs, a shattered arm, and internal wounds. Despite the severity, Jessica's spirit remains strong. Medical teams praise her resilience as she begins the long, painful road to recovery. News of her rescue spreads worldwide, inspiring hope and symbolizing the sacrifices of countless soldiers in the Iraq War. After weeks of intensive care, Jessica Lynch is flown back to the United States. Upon arrival, she is greeted by an outpouring of support. Family, military officials, and the public celebrate her bravery. Lynch quickly becomes a symbol of courage and resilience, embodying the spirit of American soldiers fighting overseas. Media coverage highlights her story, but Jessica remains humble, focusing on healing and honoring her fallen comrades. Jessica Lynch's rescue quickly became a media sensation, hailed as a heroic and dramatic mission. However, as more facts emerged, some details were questioned and corrected. Initial reports exaggerated the firefight and Lynch's resistance, leading to debates about wartime propaganda. Despite the controversy, Lynch's ordeal highlighted the risks soldiers face and sparked discussions on how the military and media handle stories of captivity and rescue. Beyond the headlines, Jessica Lynch faced a long and challenging journey to regain her physical strength and mental health. She underwent multiple surgeries and intensive physical therapy. But recovery wasn't just physical. Jessica also struggled with the emotional scars of captivity and war. Over time, she became an advocate for veterans, sharing her story to raise awareness about the true costs of combat and the resilience of soldiers. Jessica Lynch's rescue exposed strengths and weaknesses in U.S. military operations. Commanders analyzed the mission to improve future POW recovery tactics, communication, and intelligence gathering. Training programs were updated to better prepare soldiers for captivity scenarios. The operation also emphasized the critical role of local intelligence and swift, coordinated action in hostile environments, lessons that continue to shape military strategy today. Jessica Lynch's story resonated far beyond the battlefield. Governments and military organizations worldwide took note, prompting renewed focus on soldier safety and POW protections under international law. Her rescue became a case study in rapid response and humanitarian concern during war. Lynch's experience also influenced public opinion about the human cost of conflict, reminding the world of the bravery and vulnerability of those who serve. While Jessica Lynch's rescue captured worldwide attention, the mission also served as a solemn reminder of those who lost their lives during the ambush. Several of Lynch's fellow soldiers died in the initial attack or in captivity. Memorial services and tributes honor their sacrifice. Their stories, often overshadowed by Lynch's ordeal, are integral to the broader narrative of courage and loss in wartime. In the years following her recovery, Jessica Lynch chose to use her voice to advocate for fellow veterans. She participated in veteran support programs, speaking openly about physical and psychological recovery. Her story highlighted the need for improved mental health services for soldiers returning from combat. Lynch became a symbol of resilience and a spokesperson for the often unseen struggles of military service members. Jessica Lynch's story quickly captured the public imagination, inspiring books, documentaries, and films. While dramatizations helped raise awareness of her experience, they sometimes blurred facts for storytelling impact. Lynch worked to ensure her true story was told, emphasizing the importance of honoring real soldiers' sacrifices over sensationalism. These portrayals continue to influence public perceptions of war and heroism. Jessica Lynch's ordeal and resilience left a lasting legacy, inspiring countless young Americans to consider military service. Her story is taught in military academies and schools as an example of courage under fire. Lynch's experience underscores the sacrifices soldiers make and the importance of supporting veterans. Through her journey, future generations learn the true cost of freedom and the strength of the human spirit. Years after her rescue, Jessica Lynch reflects on her experience with gratitude and hope. She continues to advocate for soldiers and veterans, emphasizing healing, resilience, and peace. Her story is a powerful reminder that even in the darkest moments, courage and compassion can prevail. Jessica's journey from captivity to recovery embodies the enduring human spirit, a beacon of hope for all facing adversity. Thank you for watching this incredible story of courage and resilience. If you found this video inspiring, please hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated on more true war stories from across the USA and beyond. Join us at USA War Stories for powerful accounts of bravery, sacrifice, and history you won't find anywhere else. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video.